Hi, my name is Trisina, and um, I've been sitting, um, posting posts about my son, Trail, and I decided that tonight I'm gonna do this audio tape and send it to specific people, um, because I need for these specific people to hear me. Besides this horrible pandemic virus, for me, a worse event happened. And for this video is being sent out to people who know me, or I think that know me, or know of me, or know of Tradell. So you already know what happened, I believe. But if you didn't know exactly what happened, I decided to write it down and also give you um, some words from me, my heart, and let you maybe understand and feel where I'm coming from. Because if you can feel where I'm coming from, I need you to mesh with me and ignite some, get fast with it. So get fast with the way the United States laws are and how they are administered to one person versus another. My son, Tradell, was shot in the back of his head. You see that? Shot in the back of his head. One time, one bullet. I don't know how old everybody is that's watching this. I sent it out to various people. I know this. But I know that when I used to watch TV and it had murders in it was a signature kill when a person got shot with one bullet in their head. It was a signature kill. It was an example. It was a warning for others not to do whatever that person had did. Otherwise, the same thing was going to happen to them. And it still is a warning. It still is something that is done to put fear in somebody. In this case, it was my son. And it was in a 87% Caucasian area, a white area, in the desert. My son was found, from what I heard, because I've never been given a police report, or there hasn't been one filed yet that I know of. It's an open case. In the field out there. In the field, or either in her house. The house of a white woman who my son lived with for over a year, babysitting her 2-year old toddler. And she said that he was a invader and had the other black young man that she had there. shoot my son with a rifle. Now, you may say, well, how do you know this? You know, how can you, if you don't know nothing? Well, first of all, I knew the white girl too. She came to my house. I gave her ribs and macaroni and cheese, cabbage and cornbread. She told me of how many tattoos she had on her of my older son. 15, something like that. But he had to go on vacation. He went to jail. Baby brother stayed there. White girl did, which they always do. And always are after our kings, my black kings, my African American kings. And not only them, the women are after our men. The white men are after our men. They're after their organs. You know, what do they want more than anything, in my opinion, from us is our color. You know, gotta get that tan right. The skin is an organ. I am sending this out personally to you all because I want you all to hear me. It could have been one of y'all loved ones. And this is what we have to prevent from happening again. You see, the way Phelan got it is if somebody come to Phelan and they are black, they can get shot in the back of the head in the daylight and be called the criminal and not the victim. There's no witnesses around except for, from what I heard, the white girl, the other black guy that she had there, and my son. And, you know, Tradell, he was 6'4", big, solid, healthy, fine, black man, still growing. The envy of the white man. I want to tell you that they have plotted and schemed, and they have gotten us to go against each other, to kill each other. Our black men kill each other because of a red or a blue color. That same color and a white. And those same color is on the Confederate flag. Now, I am not trying to say that every white person is skanky, low, dirty, and ignorant beyond any type of thought concentration to think that they are better than us when they know very well they're not. And they scheme to get our young black men to kill each other. And then they go to the distraught parent or caregiver when they have the person on a ventilator still, because they know that is a good heart right there. That is good lungs right there. That is a good kidney right there. All of that is what I need y'all to know, that they are trying to get us to genocide our black men. They want to divide, conquer, destroy. And we can't keep letting this happen. And I'm here to tell you, as a live witness, this is what they are doing, okay? So, at the time when my son died, I couldn't wrap my head around it. I still am having very much difficulties doing so. My stomach has this weird emotion in it. It's tugging, but it's churning, and it's something that's in my bones, in my spirit, that I have to tell you all. I have to reach out to my people, to my black men. Please listen to me. They killed my son in cold blood. And the way it happened, I don't know who killed him. I never carried a gun, ever. Because I would have been in jail, I'm sure. But I didn't have that type of behavior, so I can't even say that my son had a gun. But perhaps if he would have had a gun, I cannot imagine that he would invade this white girl's place that he, I believe, was sleeping with. She was sleeping with him. Okay. And get shot in the shoulder. I'll give a demonstration. I'm holding this at so get shot in the shoulder. Ah! You're going to go back. Bam, but you're going down. Or you're going to go, ah! But you're going down. Either way, you are going to go down. Your knees are going to buckle. And they're going to see that ground. They're going to feel the ground. So, he got shot in his shoulder. Bam, he on the ground. And somehow there's a rifle somewhere where he could get to it. And my son is 6'4". So, unless he was 6'4" also, or of some type of height, he still would have had to hoist the rifle up, right? He still would have had to hoist it up. Therefore, not with no one arm. But it said that he, after getting shot in the shoulder, got a rifle and shot my son in the back of the head. One time. Such a lie. Such a lie. I am not a mind reader, but I am a God-fearing woman. A God-fearing woman. A woman who believes and knows the power of the Almighty Father through Jesus Christ. Blood. I'm human, and I know the pain and emotion I feel of my son being snatched from me. So, and I can't even fathom giving my son over to a group of people who don't even appreciate him, for him to shed his blood. So powerful. So intense. So, it's a new year. But I still have nothing to tell me who shot and who killed my black son. so that they could seek their iLegacy organ donor people on me so they can get a free black 19-year-old strong, vibrant, COVID-free heart. And yes, they give a major physical on the dead body organs that they're getting ready to steal, because this is what you get. This is what you get. You see that? Certificate of appreciation. Saving lives through organ, eye, and tissue donation. This is their goal. This is their goal. Because in their insane, twisted mind, they believe if I only had their hearts, if I only had their eyes, if I only had their golden colored skin, I wouldn't get skin cancer. Like that girl on Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Daddy, I want it now. That's how that came about. Some insane white man who had someone saying, I want it now. Fuck everybody else. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. So, it's painful and twisted and unacknowledged as this has been for me. I ask God to give me strength this year to look at death in a different way. I was listening to Steve and Margie Harvey. I'm going to speak your name. I hope you guys aren't offended by that, because I appreciated hearing how to help heal yourself from something so painful, so tragic, so unfair, so planned out from the enemy. Oh, my son. And she said, when you start to focus your mind on, yes, this was a terrible event, but Lord God, reveal it to me. How and what you want me to learn from it.
Officer Ash Tyler, you are guilty of the attempted murder of an imperial Catholic.
And I've been doing that.
By order of the Sovereign Terran Empire, I hereby sentence you to death.
But it still hurts. Because I don't know. And they won't tell me. And I don't want them to do this to nobody else's child. Nobody else's dad, or future dad, or future judge, or future fireman, or future angel, future king, or queen. So I said, Treyell liked to party. He likes to smile. He had a beautiful smile. He was very humble, Very good looking, but was not stuck up, not even in the least way. And he had his little messed up ways, believe me, too. You know what I'm saying? Because his ass, was a teenager. I mean, he was a teenager in a grown man's body, a kid in a grown man's body. And, with the way the laws is and the way they make the kids think they got all these rights, but they ain't got the right to go to the store and go buy nothing to wipe their tail when they, or brush their teeth or wash their hands. I mean, just little simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff I was going through with my son. I didn't have to worry about him running the streets because he was always at home. Or wherever my home was at that time. And I decided, okay, let me do something to lift not only me up, but lift Treadell's reputation up of who he was